Okay, we're back, and right now we are doing our idle, our right idle animation pose. So we did have a template or a guide that we made. It would be this column. So let me show you that. Hide, hide, hide. So I'm using this as a guide for my character animation set, and for this one the character is facing right. So I'm using that as a guide for my ratio, and I've already done the head, the hair, the face, and the hair background, and the body. So now I need to add the hands and the feet. And the way I do it is I use the front post drawings as a reference. So this is our front drawing, and this is our right side drawing. So you'd see it turn 90 degrees, and this is also our, I'll say, back body. Okay, so when the character turns around or facing away from the camera, you would see these patches. So I mimic that so that it shows part of it when it turns to the right. Okay, so that's where we are. And I know there was a blip in the recording. I think somehow it stopped recording halfway. So I apologize for that. You totally miss how this part was done. But it's basically, if you look at the skeleton, you still have the, sorry. Alright, I still have the body as a main. Oh, I have to switch that. And then you'd have the head connected, and then on the head is the face layer. So on the head column is the face column, which is column 13. But separate from that is our, where's my hair? All right there. So separate from the face is the hair. So I'd like to have the hair move independently from the face itself, but connected to the head. And now connected to the hair is the hair background, which is this one. I just want to be able to change the hair strands without having to change the hairline, the hair border itself. So I did it that way. It's working pretty well so far. Okay, so that's our base. Now I have to switch my body. Let me see, it's available now. So right now we're using the B body. I'd like to use the R body, because I'd like to get rid of this, and I want to be able to use the animation that I have for this column, which is, These are the keys I already did. And okay. The hair, fill in empty ones. See how it goes. Okay. I think the chin is too big. Chin is too big. I like that the animation works well. Okay, let's do that adjustment. Chin, chinny chin. All right, erase. I see what color I am in. Good. Animation, erase that. There we go. Oops. Let's go 5. So I'd like the chin to be visible. I don't want it to be too prominent. It's too big. Maybe I really need to be more subtle about it. There. Okay, let's erase you. Let's go. No. Okay. You know what? It's a bit too prominent because this line is too thick and struggling to merge that. Transition. Struggling with that transition. Oops. Sorry, erase. Add a bit. Oops. There you go. Yeah, that's fine for now. I feel like the forehead is too prominent here. Let's see if we can do something about it. I think that looks way better. Again. See. Oops. No. So I want the nose to be Alright, let's do this. The thing is, if you look at the front-facing face of the character, the nose is actually low profile. So I'd like to do the same on this way, on this angle. It's just too hard to change it. You know what? This one works for now. It's hard to change it because when you go sideways, your nose is always more prominent because you would see that angle in the nose. Maybe doing it this way would give it less emphasis. Okay, let's compare that to the front face, level setting, F face. So this is our head. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let's work with that. So now we're doing the arm. So we need a new column in here. New vector column, new level. And we are calling this right arm R upper. Okay, and I think I can, let's show the guide again. It's our guide, okay. I think I can use this as our drawing. Like that. Good. So I'd like to do it right here. And we want the character to shoulders too high. Right. Arm. Oh, and to distinguish this, I know I did some markings at the back. I need to copy that. And it should be black. Good. I know I did some that should do it. I just want to be able to distinguish the front from the back. The back one has more markings like this. That looks like creases on the cloth, on the sleeve of the shirt. Yeah, I think I can use that. And then we go right arm. Let's do another vector drawing. Let's do a new vector right arm R, which is the right arm, and let's go. Is it bottom? Let's see, studies. Oops. Not the studies, but outputs. Sorry, lower upper. Lower upper. And let's copy this. Select tool. Paste. So the default position should be straight. There you go. And would be behind the sleeve. Oh, and this hand will be holding the sword, right hand. That means I need to put the sword right in here. Okay, let's do 2 more. This time we're doing the left hand. Arm, left, upper. Arm, left, upper. Let's do the same. Okay, let me use this and then flip it. Then I go flip. Sorry, that's the easiest way I found to rotate. And then it would go, because it's farthest away from the camera, that would go behind the body. Okay, I really like how this, how different the two arms are. Let's go R, arm, left, and lower. So I'm gonna use this instead. X. There you go, it's right behind it. And then U. Arm lower. Never mind. Okay, U I would use for my right arm. Let's turn that off, and U see where the hand is. Okay, rotate straight. There you go. And then I would delete this. There you go. show back our body. Now I need the sword. I think I can reuse the sword. Okay, let's try reusing it. Level setting. Reuse the R. F sword, R sword. That'll be the F sword. Oops, sorry. That'll be the R sword. Oh, B sword. No, I'll make it standard and create it, give it its own drawing. So you would have R underscore sword, so I don't mess it up in the future. And then copy that. Oops, copy that. And save it here. Hide it. This one, we have to move. All right. That works. Okay, let's try to replace our animation. Okay, let's close it again. Reload our drawings, so our new drawings can be picked. And you would see all the new drawings in here. So I'd like to be able to use that. Let's replace you with R sword. Yes. And then delete you. Let's replace you with bind. Left arm. Level setting. And I would need to change the bones. Sorry, the pivot points for each of the drawing later, each of the hand drawings later. So the animation would work. Let's see. R sword is R. No, we're talking about R arm. R arm lower. R arm R lower. Yes. And then delete that. This would be R arm upper, R arm R upper. Yes. Sorry, let's show those. And then delete. Okay, let's move the body right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. You, I'm showing level setting. So this would be R arm L lower. R arm L lower. Delete that. And then we got R arm L upper. And delete that. Now let's turn you off. Okay. All of our arms are showing on one side. So this is left. Right. So these left arm columns should go behind the body. There you go. And then let's see how the animation goes. Okay, it's everywhere. And that's because we haven't fixed our pivot points yet. Let's go here. Sword. Oh, our sword has to be visible. It has to go right behind the arm. See where the pivot points are. So you go skeleton tool, and then we go, oh no, you go animate tool, and then let's do change the centers one by one. So the sword's center was using the previous one, the front facing sword, so we're moving that there. The arm, same with the right arm, so we move that center roughly in there. Sorry. Okay, let's move it higher. This one, let's move it right there. And then we go head. Okay, that's fine. That's where the neck is. The face should be right there. I mean, I probably won't rotate the face too much anyway, but hair is right there. That's fine. And you, all right, let's put it on the same one. Okay, so how about the arm away from the camera? Let's put it right there. Okay, so this one, that's good. And then this one should be right there. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, let's see how oh, okay. So the reason why this sword is sliding, it's because it's mapped to a different hand at the moment. So the sword, column 8 is sword, and it's currently mapped, linked under arm L lower, which is the one that's hidden behind. So we just have to switch it and move it to the arm R lower instead of the arm L lower. And now it snaps into that hand. There you go. I think that's working well. Good. And we should be ready to move to our next frames, which is the feet. Okay, so since we're facing sideways this time, the feet should be, or at least the shoes should be longer, should look longer. Because now you're seeing the full side of the shoes. But the way to do that is create new columns. So let's create new vector. Let's call this R underscore leg. Did I use leg? Yes, leg. And this would be the R, which is closer to the camera. And then we got upper. This should work. Excuse me. So we can copy that. Sorry about that. Alright. And we can rotate it. So I'll have the, I know right now it's showing it's straight up, but I think I have to show it bent because our character is moving up and down for this animation. Okay. See how low. Maybe it's about the same side, but maybe rotate it a bit. There you go. Plus, it's also comfortable to have your feet standing on side by side like that and wobbling. So, okay. Let's start with that. Let's modify it a bit. Let's see. All right. I think I gave it some. There you go. Oops, I don't like that. Okay. Less is more. Now let's do a new column, and this one should be called R. Leg R bottom. This one is currently leg R upper, sorry, lower. Here we go again. Level setting, lower. There we go. Ah. R lower. All right. Just for now, I can rename that later. You know what? Let's start. Start all over again. You can just delete that extra one. Lower. Okay. Okay. And we will be using this one. Alright, let's try this. Select tool. So now we go move it that way. let's start with this. All right, erase it. And then extend it. That should work. And then we do a bent leg. Not bent, but let's see. See if it's too thick. Actually, it's not, so that's okay. Okay, but the shoes sit lower. Okay, undo. Alright, let's try that. Draw. I think it's easier to hide it behind the leg, you know, than too thick. All right. I need it longer. Okay, I think the upper leg is sitting too low, so we can let's go now. Yes, it is sitting too low, so we can go higher, and I think it's good that we change that. Now this one should go behind the hand. All right. And I think this can benefit. Okay, I think it sits nicely right there. I would do the same for, okay, we got our right leg looking fine. Let's do another one. Let's do the left leg, and we're almost done. This would be right leg, left, lower, and I would just copy this, do some modifications to differentiate, and we should be good to go. Let's rotate it a bit. Maybe it's stepping forward. Alright, good. Before we do that, let me just change some things. Okay. We are... Right, we're erasing this. And this one. Let's give it more off because it's... From this angle it's more shaded, so we can go give it that illusion. Okay. And let's put it behind the body. Now let's do a new one. This would be our last one. This would be R, leg, L, upper. And again, we're copying it with some modifications. Paste. Maybe a bit more markings. More creases. And let's go put it right there. And give it some rotation. Actually, I would like it to be seen as a separate thing, so it could sit lower like that. Now, I feel like I have to move the right leg backwards, just because it looks like the character would fall on its back when it's standing this way. So you'd want the center of gravity to be balanced at least. But I'm losing the flat surface. Okay, let's do that. And back a bit. Maybe it can go a little lower. Yeah. This one could go higher. Oops. Just so you have that difference in height, then you can distinguish the 2 feet from each other. Okay, so now we need to fix our bones because at the moment it's using the previous bone. Okay, see what we got. You know what? Let's close and update so we could reuse our drawing. I'd like to delete the ones we didn't use. Our sword, upper, lower, head, face, arm, lower, upper. Oh, it did not save, so that's good. Just need the bottom. All right, let's see. It should be usable now. Right leg. All right, right leg should use F leg L lower should be changed to R leg L lower. Left. Hold on. Let me quickly correct that. Update that. Leg L lower. No, leg R lower. Leg R lower. There you go. So now I'd like to use the animation so we can just switch our, this would be right, okay, leg right lower. C, and then cancel. Move this. This would be R leg upper, right upper. There we go. Then we can delete you, delete you, delete you. Let's do F. So let's do R leg left lower. And we go our leg left upper. There you go. First we need to move this because that would show from this angle. There you go. And then we have the bottom. Right. Okay, let's see how the animation goes. So this is using the old bone configuration. It's actually not bad. But I'd like to correct the pivot points for each of the drawings. That way we won't have issues later on. Alright, animation. Let's do pivot point. Or in this case, it's called center. For our leg, let's hide. Hide this. And you. Okay, so for our left leg, let's put it right there. And our, oh, and it's only working because it's not visible, but it's closer to the center. Let's rotate this a bit. Center is fine. Next would be this guy. Center should be right there. Oops. See if we can move it lower just a tad bit. Center. And then we do the lower leg right there. All right, let's see how that goes. Show the body. I think it's moving too much. Oh, the bones. Okay, let's fix the bones. So column 1 should be under column 2. Column 1 under column 2. Okay. Column 6 should be under column 7. Column 6, column 7. So it's still accurate. Okay, maybe the movement's too much. Let's go here. All right. 1, 2, 3 down. So if this one is rotating down, I think that's okay. I just don't like this other this one. So now it's clipping over the leg, and maybe we can fix that with rotation. Let's do animate. There we go. And we go. So how far is it? Okay. Okay. This leg is bending too much. This right. So, oops. Sorry, this leg is bending too much on this frame. I feel like the knees are gonna pop. Okay, let's see. Okay, I feel like there's too much movement for an idle pose, so especially the feet. Okay, let's see. The original feet is that, and the feet can go just slightly. Okay, I guess we can go. Oh, okay. Oh no, that's fine. That's fine. If you go that way, okay. Maybe the leg should go this way. Feet should go this way. So how far is it? Okay, let's do a reverse. Let's scrap these keyframes. So what I did was have the body move up and down a bit. But I'd like the feet to stay because the character is not moving. So it should look as if the body's moving but not the body swaying, but the legs stay in place. So how do we do that? The body is going down in there, and we can check how much. Let's go column, translation Y, and right there it's swaying by 0.15. So what we want is to compensate for that shift in height. So in here we can go column 2, Y, 0.15 or plus 15. Let's start with this. We also do column 7, Y, shift. Oops, sorry, 0.15. So now when we animate, it should stay in place. There you go. But at the same time, it wouldn't be perfectly still because the body is moving or swaying. So now what we can do though is give it some rotation. That means the feet would change. Okay. Let's give it a rotation. So column 7 and column 2 rotation. Column 2, let's give it 3 degrees. And we would compensate for that in here in column 1 with a counter minus 3 degrees. Let's see. Okay. I think it's working. It's moving a bit, but not that much. Let's do the same for column 7. Let's give it some rotation in column 7. Rotation. Okay. 3 degrees. Column 6. Rotation. Negative 3 degrees. All right. Yes, I think I like that because the feet is moving, but not much. And I wanted to show that the character is not moving. Okay, I think I'm happy with that for now. Let's render this. And that was quite a long video, so should be enough for now. Open Toonz, hope output. Alright. Resize picture. So 40. Let's give it its own folder. It's taking a while. Oops. That would be right idle. And this is exciting. We now have a right pose for our character. Let's go to Unreal Engine. Open it up. let's create a new folder named hope underscore right, and that would contain all the right poses, right facing poses. We have hope right idle, and let's separate the images. Upload, oops. List. Let's apply paper 2D texture settings, and then let's create sprites out of this. Once they're created, we can create our paper flipbook. So paper flipbook underscore hope right idle. Put it on the main folder so it's easier to access. Change our frame rate 24. So now we can go to our character blueprint, where we state changes. We're not changing the state, we are changing the idle state rotation. So it should be idle moving, idle not moving flipbooks using velocity, character velocity. So if it's not moving, then I would have the idle not moving flipbooks. So from there we would select which rotation is it for. For this one we are doing the right rotation. So let's go BF hope right idle. Alright, let's see how it's implemented. Yay! And I forgot to delete the guide. At least it goes forward, jump forward, attack, facing front, attack, jump, and then it now has right idle. I have to delete that. Okay, let's go back in here, delete, no, hide it, actually delete it, delete that from there, and drawing, file, render. There you go. Right idle. Resize. And then we go right idle, overwrite, and let's sprite. Okay, right there, texture. Let's re-import. Saves us a lot of time, and it shouldn't have that first frame guide showing up anymore. And again, let's see, forward facing, there we go, and side. I like it. It doesn't have right facing walk yet, so that's why it turns around and faces the camera when it does that. But that will be our next project. At least we see how it looks like. Let's see. Okay, let's see how it is previously done. Disabled state. There we go. I think it works great. So that's it. Thank you for spending time with me. And that's how we did our right facing idle animation. Until the next video. See ya.